Samsung, proud sponsor of TechBusters.
That's why he's so cool. He's got cool apps. I kind of like it. It's interesting this week that one of the other, instant messaging apps called Viber was sold for $900 million to a Japanese company. So one has to wonder whether we've reached saturation point with these instant messaging systems and platforms. Well, it's been a very interesting week, and I'm sure you've heard of the word NekNomination being mentioned all over the place. It's the latest internet craze. It started off in Australia, where these guys started drinking, and in fact 5 people have died from that NekNomination. It's quite serious. But one guy in South Africa decided, you know what, drinking is not the way we want to go. We want to turn this around and do something different and benefit people's lives. So Brent Lindeque is in the studio with us. He's the guy who was like driving around and decided to start this. How did you start NekNominations in South Africa?
Well, I got NEC nominated, and when I got the NEC nomination, I knew I had to do something different. I didn't want my video to go online of me drinking and for everybody to see that. And South Africa does have a huge poverty problem. So instead of drinking, I decided to give someone in need lunch.
Well, I was sitting with a friend of mine a couple of weeks back because, I mean, this craze is only like, what, 3 weeks old, if that. And she was telling me about her daughter who's doing NekNominations. And I said, what is that all about? And it's just spreading like wildfire. Yeah. Have you quantified how much good has been done from your idea of doing a good NekNomination?
It's insane. It's gone completely global, from Australia to America, individuals and corporates. Millions of people have been fed just by me giving one person lunch.
That is amazing.
It's insane.
And what are you going to do with it now? Is it going to be a yearly thing? How do you contain the longevity of something like this and continue inspiring people to do good things?
The NekNomination itself is not sustainable. But
well, there's not enough alcohol in the world.
No, not at all. The Change One Thing idea or the concept is to have a little foundation where charities can ask for micro needs and individuals can assist. We're planning on doing a couple of Change One Thing talks, and yeah, an annual Change One Thing nomination could be on the cards.
Which is the one that's really touched you the most?
There was one in England where a gentleman gave a homeless man a whole bag of food, but like sustainable food, so bread and something that would last him quite a while. And then he asks the homeless man to hold the camera. Once he's got the camera, he takes his snow jacket off and gives it to the homeless man. It's just the most phenomenal thing to see.
I mentioned that it started in Perth, Australia, where these guys, drank a lot of copious amounts of alcohol and 5 people have been killed as a result. Yeah. Has that been difficult to distinguish yourself differently from this being a good thing to the alcohol-related thing? Because it's kind of difficult to separate the two.
Yeah, it is. But the good part, like, people are not doing the drinking as much, and people have been taken to pay it forward and do good deeds around the world, even in Australia.
Oh, really? That's quite interesting. Now, tell us a little bit about your background, because you've also got like a media-related background with social media.
Yeah, we do. I have a company called Chaos Theory, and we do brand activation, social media, PR, and events. And it's just by chance that Chaos Theory means change one thing in the same essence.
So, I mean, has NekNominations bought you lots of business? Have you had like big contracts? I know Nando's was one of the people. I'm seeing that all the banks are doing NekNominations. It's difficult to quantify the value to it, but who actually owns the brand NekNominations, and how do you make money from it?
We're not making money. Right now it's about giving back to fellow South Africans, and it's great that corporates have come on board. The business side, the brand activation space that I do, that's completely different.
Right.
But the interest that's come from the Change One Thing Foundation has been phenomenal. It's really awesome.
So somebody is listening to us now and watching the show and saying, what on earth is NekNominations? I want to do a NekNomination. How do you go about doing it?
All right, you don't need to wait to be nominated. Go out there right now, do something incredible for someone else, a good deed, whether it's paying for someone's dinner or giving someone who's homeless a lunch or a dinner, and then pay it forward by nominating 2 of your own friends. And hopefully it catches on within your own circle of friends.
And you basically want people to talk about this on Facebook, use your smartphone to take a video of what you're doing, Twitter, etc. I mean, there's different social media platforms, right?
The essence of it is to take a video and then post that video on YouTube. If you'd like the link to be part of the Change One Thing, you can post it to Change One Thing SA on Facebook. We also have a Change One Thing Twitter, and we'll repost that for you. So you'll get more views and more people that are interested in what you're doing.
Have they been phoning you from all over the world? CNN, BBC, all of these people?
It hasn't stopped. I was on Australia, ABC this morning, and Sky News this afternoon. So it's been pretty crazy with the media.
But TechBusters has been your best interview so far.
The best, by far.
Oh yeah, I thought so. Hey Brent, keep it up. I hope you're going to make a movie from this, because it's a great thing, and just keep it going. I think it's just fantastic to do good things using the social media platform, and I'm glad there's no alcohol involved.
Thank you. And Aki, I nominate you.
Oh!
You have 24 hours to do something amazing.
I'll be nice to Toby for 24 hours. How's that? Well, right now we're going to shed some light on the situation. Excuse the pun, but electricity is a scarce resource these days. And so we're all on the lookout for ways to save. And LED lights have been in the spotlight, excuse the pun, for a long time. And they're fantastic. I've got a couple running in my home. Samsung's new LED light kit that might just help you cut down on your electricity costs, help you save power and money. We're at their showroom. We were there just recently, and we took a closer look at these Samsung LED lights and what makes them so special.